Survivors we are, survivors we are. Are you ready for the journey? Clarence Karim is the name, yes indeed. Survivors we are.
Hi, Clarence Karim here. The littlest change can set the tone on your mood. And I'll tell you why that came to me. So last night, as you know, we had a death in the family. And so I found myself not in a dark place, that would be wrong with me, but in a place of remembrance, yeah? So it was Remembrance Sunday yesterday, so it was Remembrance Uncle Day yesterday. So I did think long and hard about the things that I used to do with them. And then my mum stayed overnight with me, which was quite nice, a little bit of company. So we kind of reminisced a little bit and talked about what was on our minds with the situation. And so bedtime came, and it was bedtime. And in the morning, we got up, and it's funny, I haven't lived with her for a long, long time, but certain routines remain, so it was very familiar. Waking up, making tea, one person doing the dishes, the other person doing that. So it felt very familiar, and it was very easy. It's like, let's say you never forget how to ride a bike. It's true. The minute you go on a bike, if you have ridden before, you just pick it up. So it was very familiar. And then after that, I had some things to do in a shopping mall not far from here. So my mum said, okay, fine, she'll come with me, and then from there she'll make her way home. Fine. So we got to the mall, and the last time I'd gone to that mall, I'd noticed that there was a tone that people were feeling, maybe the effects of COVID, and so people were still a little bit scared or not scared. Some people looked a little bit grumpier than usual, and I've noticed that in certain ways, the tone of a place can make you feel up or down, right? I know I've gone off slightly, but my point is this. I try and avoid shopping in general, but that's me. Some people live for it, some people thrive for it, and I get that. I think it's got something to do with, although I do appear to be someone that can maintain a conversation, who can talk and very positive and what have you, there's a certain amount of social anxiety that I can and can't have at times. I can be great on one-to-ones, and I used to be in the middle of the heart and soul of many parties, but in the last few years I've noticed that I might be getting older, or perhaps being settled in a certain way, or obviously because of the sickness and the illness, you do feel a little bit apprehensive when it comes to being in social circumstances. Again, that's another plate that we're spinning in our day-to-day lives. But yeah, so I try and stay away from shopping malls as such. So if the tone of the place might feel a little bit, too busy or too angry, or people just pushing and shoving, which can happen when places are overpacked, you don't feel like going. But today when I went, I don't know whether it's because I was feeling in a place of, in a somber mood or a saddened mood, but when I'd walked in there, it was quite refreshing, because they had all the nice winter lights everywhere, and everything was sparkly and shiny and new, and people were happy and cheering. I don't know how many hellos or good afternoons I got from strangers that, for me, it felt really weird, because you don't normally get that. So that really set my tone that, if there's a change in a place, people feel the change. And I'm not saying all change is good or all change is bad, but there is something. So going into that mall, the change because of the winter season, the lights that were up, and the mood had slightly changed, that kind of has an effect. And so it affected the mood of the people there, and then it affected my mood. So I was pleasantly surprised by being there, although it's a winter thing, you don't see it all year round, but it really did make a somber moment that was yesterday turn into things can get bright. So it's funny, but with lights and illuminations, it can brighten your path, it can brighten your day. So in the summer we look for the lights and the sun and the rays and the heat, and in the winter every little bit of shiny sparkle and light, just to feel like it. So it's all about feeling the light, artificial or not. There's something to do with brightness. So brightness can brighten up your day. And so I came home feeling, okay, that was nice, that was pleasant. I was happy, I wasn't sad. Anyway, that was my thought of today, that a slight change can set the mood. Hopefully I'll be in a bit of frame of mind tomorrow. Let's hope. But for now, Corim out and enjoy your day. Bye.
Survivors we are.